Yo, so welcome to episode, I don't even know, I think this is episode 7 of the Hustle Notes. I better check that actually. It's episode something. And I'm with Tristan, who's filming me today, asking me questions.
Right, so I'm out of the room and Femi's decided to bring a mic and put it on me. I don't know why. I'm meant to be filming him. Man's brought his own setup and set up his own studio in my studio. I don't know what's going on, but we gonna run with it.
Okay, we're on the Hustle Note here. Yeah, so my new album dropped today. It's called Revolutionary Suicide. And revolutionary suicide means two things to me. One, it means like what Jesus did, innit? He died for the people. You know, that's what I feel like my goal in life. I'm about bringing people together. I'm about uniting the people. I'm a people person. So that name, Revolutionary Suicide, really means a lot to me. And it's also Huey Newton's autobiography, who was the leader of the Black Panther. So the word revolutionary suicide means so much. Even going back to Oakland, where Huey Newton's from, Huey Newton started the Black Panther Party, and when that was destroyed, that's where the Bloods and the Crips came from. And what a lot of people don't know is the role of the Bloods and the Crips in the beginning was to look after and take care of the community. That was their goal in the beginning. And obviously as the drugs and the guns came in, it kind of messed up that system of the Bloods and the Crips. It messed up the system and it turned into what you have today. But the original goal was to protect the community. So that's where the name Revolutionary Suicide came from. And that's a strong name because everyone just focuses on suicide and they forget everything about revolutionary, even though that's what Jesus did. And this album has been different because this time I just decided I don't care what anyone thinks. I don't care who I offend. I'm just gonna, what is in me, what is inside of me is what I'm gonna put out. And that's exactly what I did. I put it out in the best way I could. People were saying, you can't do Afro beats, you know, your Afro beat is right. I didn't care. I did about 5 Afro beat songs, whether they liked it or not, they got Afro beats. The hip hop tracks was hip hop as I can make them. I did commercial hip hop. I did hard hip hop. I just did what resonated in my heart. I spoke about topics. I quoted some lyrics that people find frightening. I know a lot of people have never heard me swear on a track. I don't swear, but it felt appropriate to just let loose and just go mad on this track, and that's exactly what I did. I went mad on this album, and I still felt like I held back.
And who's behind most of the producing on the track? Who's actually made the beats for this album?
So if you're gonna go into beats, I made every single beat. I've always made beats. I've been making beats for as long as I can remember. I've been making beats for about 30 years. So I have so much beats. I used to sample everything. I used to walk around with a mini disc. I would sample from the TV. I would sample anything. I'll sample outside. So I can't go to anyone for beats. I've never used anyone's beats in years. So I've hit that stage where the only beat that makes sense to my ears is mine.
So you are the rapper and the producer of this album?
I'm the rapper, the producer, the mixer, the guy doing the mastering, the guy in front of the camera, the guy behind the camera, the guy doing the animation, the guy doing the cover. And then I'm going to phone my boy and say, can you do the digital marketing for me? Because I don't want to do that because I think my brain's filled up already.
You know, there's a lot that people don't actually see that goes into the whole process. Like everything you've just labelled that you do. You know, a lot of people work with teams and, you know, they have someone that mixes it, masters it, someone who produces it. How do you navigate that process? Because it must be an awful lot of work.
No, that's all I know. I've done this for so long, I don't know any different. I don't know any difference. I've been doing this for, as soon as I came into the game, I was always doing this. So doing it any other way, putting it in someone's hand is new to me. So I started on my own. I've always done everything. I used to manufacture my own CDs. I used to buy the on body from Computer Fair, the labeling kit, get the CD, shove it on the, print it out, put the labeling kit there, put it on. I'm used to doing all this work. That's all I know.
So if someone, if the world could only listen to 2 tracks on this album, what would the 2 tracks be that you would want the world to listen to?
Probably when
And why?
There's a track called When We Fight, because I think a lot of people fight in relationships. You're gonna have fights. But I say When We Fight because fighting should be done a certain way. You know, after you fight or you have an argument, I think there should be a lot of healing that comes from that and a lot of growing. I don't believe there's any failure. I don't believe that anyone fails. From doing all of this, you win or you learn. You don't fail unless you quit. So when we fight, if you're not winning and you're arguing, that's the learning phase. If you see it as a learning thing. So I would say When We Fight is one. And there's another track, oh my gosh. It's called The Way I Use It. Oh, it's just a lyrical track about church, you know. It's separated church from spirituality. So I'm talking about the wrong the church have done, which does not negate spirituality, because church and spirituality are 2 different things, and everyone seems to mash it into one. So I can say the church is racist. And people are like, whoa, how can they say that? Or I can say the church created Marilyn Manson, or the church sent the first ship to Africa called the Good Ship Jesus. You know, everyone's like, oh my gosh, Christianity did this, but that's nothing to do with your spirituality. And I believe one spirituality is within them, but religion and church and all that is external of you. So your spirituality and the religion is 2 separate things. So that's what I think they should get from the second track, or what I'm hoping they'll get from the second track. That my spirituality and my religion are completely separate.
So you're also an animator as well. So will we be getting some animated videos of some of these songs?
Yes, I'm gonna be animated. Animation is the hardest thing ever. No, I think they underestimate animation. It's not AI. It's not some quick press a button and just generate. Animation takes a lot of brain cells. It's complicated. I don't know anyone that hasn't given up. Most people that get into animation give up because it is that difficult. It takes years to perfect it, or to be good, half decent at it. It takes years. You're not going to be a dope animator in a week, 2 weeks, a month like you can do with AI. I would say animation is probably 500 times more complicated than AI, if not more. I think it's probably more. I think you're probably looking at about 5,000 times more complicated, because you can get AI in a week. It would take you about 5 years, 3 years, 5 years to master animation.
And some.
And so, yes.
So can
and
we
so.
expect any animated videos for the album?
101%, yeah. I'm gonna put some animation videos on. I'm actually trying to blend animation and reality. So I'm not just trying to do animation. I want to do something that's gonna challenge me, because I've got bored. I feel like I don't want to do something I've done already. So I want to try and do something that's just gonna be artistic. The music is artistic. So I want the visuals to just be artistic, raw, shooting a video on my phone, shooting with the best cameras, doing animation, blending animation and reality. I want to do the most crazy thing I can. I want to do the craziest thing in my mind. So blending both will probably be kind of crazy.
Okay, so something a bit different. When I first met you, you used to always scream out, "You're not an artist."
Yes.
You used to say it quite a lot.
Yeah.
Every time you drop a new song, I'm not an artist, I'm not an artist. Has that changed now? Have you
No.
got your passion back for music?
I'm not an artist. And I'll tell you why I say I'm not an artist. Yeah. Artists feel a certain way about their music, or they have a lot of artists are just rappers, singers. My skills are so vast. It's like calling myself a producer. I don't feel like I'm a producer, because people that produce might say, well, he doesn't play keys like this, so he's not a producer. Or I don't rap like this with such complicated bars and so on, so I'm not an artist. I won't fit in with rappers. I don't fit in with rappers. I'm not a singer. A lot of my stuff is auto-tuned or, manipulated. So singers won't accept me. Rappers probably won't accept me. The gospel community won't accept me. So I feel like I'm not accepted anywhere, so I just have to create my own thing. So if I say I'm an artist, then I'm going to go to the rappers. Well, the rappers don't want you. The singers don't want you. The church don't want you. You're not gospel enough. You're not hip hop enough. So you get fed up and you just think, what? I don't even want to be an artist. I'm just going to be, call me a genie. I'll be anything else. But I do not want to be an artist. I don't want to be pigeonholed into what artists do, because I don't have the passion to do what they do. I want to animate. I want to create. I want to shoot a video while I'm skydiving. I want to do the maddest of things. I want to do an album and just scream on it. I just want to do something crazy, as long as it's going to sound good. That's why I say I'm not an artist. I don't think like an artist. I think like a madman.
I think I finally understand why you say it. I think that was a perfectly well-rounded answer to actually explain your thoughts behind not being an artist.
Are you an artist?
I'm an expressionist.
Gee, I like that.
I just express myself.
Yeah, that's what it is. I'm writing a diary in audio. My music is not hip hop. I think my music is heart music, because it will touch your heart. You'll feel it. Like, you either be shocked, but you'll feel it. If you start listening deep, you see that my music is just a picture of where I am in that moment. And if you listen properly, you see that, okay, I can kind of feel how he was feeling when he recorded that. That's what you find.
Something just off topic quickly. What does AI mean to you?
AI means to me, wow, that's a deep question. What AI means to me is this. It's a statement, it's going to be wild. It's the trend that everyone's going to jump on, and they're going to fall off it soon, because the true meaning of AI is more complicated than everyone has realized. Everyone thinks AI is just little music or generating videos, but AI is deeper than that. AI is more about the agents, it's more about the programming, it's more about the console, it's more about using it in a systematic way that no one will know to develop your business. But many people are not doing that. They're just generating pictures and thinking they're using AI. That's not really AI. It is AI, but it's not AI. What AI is going to do for the right person is create the first £1 billion business that only has one employee. That's what AI is. And the people right now haven't seen that vision, and they're not striving to that vision. All they're doing is generating pictures for Instagram and Facebook, which is, as far as I'm concerned, that's not how you use AI. So my mind's already in the future.
Do you think it's here to stay? Or?
I think it's here to stay for intelligent people. I think it's here to stay for the right person. But for majority of people who only use ChatGPT and one or two other tools, yeah, it will disappear. It will disappear. And when I say it will disappear, it will be here, but people won't know how to use it. Same way Photoshop is here and people didn't know how to use it. A lot of these programs are here, people don't know how to use it. AI will be there and people won't know how to use it. The exact same way websites are here and people don't know how to code it, because they can't read the language.
Man, I just want to go back to your album. How do you want this album to actually impact people when they listen to it? Like, what do you want them to feel? What do you want them to, look in the mirror and change about themselves? How do you want it to?
Freedom.
Freedom. I think through the album and the visuals and everything they get, I think I just want people to realize I'm going to be free. I actually don't care what people think. I'm actually going to be my authentic self. I think it's just freedom.
To
So is that what this album is about for you? It's just about be yourself,
Yes. It's about.
regardless of what the world says, or
Yes.
regardless how someone tries to make you feel.
Yes.
Whether that be, put you down, make you feel like crap. Just be you. 100%
Unique.
unapologetically you.
Yes, 100% you. Unique. Because everyone is special. Everyone has a gift. Some people can cook amazing, but they're on Instagram trying to do something that is not their calling. Some people have a calling to do one thing, but they're saying this is what is popular. So they've left their calling on their life to do something that's popular, that's not really them. And I think that's what I want people to realize. Like, be free, do what some people love painting, like painting pictures, painting houses. Some people love making furniture. They love making things, but instead of making furniture, they're there trying to work a computer, or they're there trying to generate pictures, but that's not their calling. But their calling is not what is in right now. And I think it's a case of, if your calling is to make furniture, make amazing furniture and just post it and be you and keep it. Even if it's not popular at the moment, keep doing it. Because when I was doing music, when I started, it wasn't a popular thing to do. Especially being a UK gospel rapper, it was not popular. They looked down on me for doing UK gospel rap. I got a whole load of headache. People laugh at me. The hip hop community didn't accept me. Yeah, the labels, even though we won the competition, Mobiles Unsung, the labels wouldn't sign us at the end of it. They just wanted us out. They didn't believe what I was doing would work. So I realized, regardless of what people say, you keep pushing, you keep going, you will win.
I've heard some of these tracks off the album. You showed me them quite early on, maybe a few weeks back.
Yeah.
And you already know my reaction to some of these songs. I was like wowed by them. I thought they were amazing. I thought they really shone you in a different light, like musically. Like I said to you before, maybe for the last year or so, I've heard you do a lot of auto-tune stuff, a lot of singing stuff. And for me, that was missing out on that raw rap essence. So when I heard this album and you come in with them bars, I was like, wow, you blew me away with some of them tracks. What do some of your peers think about your music?
They said nothing. They said absolutely nothing. I think I've got 3 people who said the album is good. Nothing. But I'm used to that. We're in London, where they don't say nothing, but I can feel they're analysing, and it's a case of, oh, this is the level he's on. Oh, I can see can you do this for me? But they never comment and say, oh, this is hard, this is amazing. I get nothing, but I'm used to getting nothing.
Why do you think that is, though?
Because we're in a society where no one can give love. They can't show love. It's too hard for man to show love and say, you know what, I love what you do. It touched me. It's always competition, or it's always, I'm going to hold it back. I think London is a dark place. I actually think London is a dark place. When you go out of London and you go everywhere else, you see how people react to the music, to everything. They love what you're about. But when you come to London, everybody has to be stush. Everybody has to just hold back. I can't say I love you. I can't give you a proper hug. I can't show love. Everyone just has to be bad man, bad man. Everything's about bad man, yeah. I can't say the album's hard, man. I don't come from that generation. If I love something, I'm going to say I love it. I show love to anything I love, because I'm not filtered by this society that we're in. I can't be like this. That's why I say I'm not a rapper. I don't want to be like them. I don't want to be like none of them. I don't want to have to hold. I don't want to have to love something and I can't say it. Nah, I can't live like that.
It's a shame the culture is the way it is.
Yeah.
You know, people aren't really supportive.
I don't blame them because that's what they've seen. So if you're in an industry that everybody behaves like that, everybody falls in line. I can't fall in line. I will never fall in line with everybody. I'll always be the one, if you see that experiment where everybody will get up, everybody will sit down, everybody will get up, everyone will sit down, and then as they change the people, everyone's still doing the same thing, getting up, sitting down. They don't know the reason why they're doing it. I'm that kind of person that will sit down and I won't get up because everyone else is getting up and sitting down. I want to know, why are you doing that? But I'm not doing it because I don't understand. It doesn't make any sense to me.
Individuality.
Yes, individuality, uniqueness, or your Holy Ghostness. If God made you unique, why do you want to fall in line? If one is really, truly unique, if one is really and truly free, why are you falling in line to someone else's vision? And what I feel a lot of people are doing is they're falling into someone else's vision. You can't be an animator, rapper, doing everything that I do. You're going to mess yourself up trying to walk in my calling, just like I'll probably mess myself up walking in someone else's calling. So it doesn't make any sense. I feel like the reason people are miserable is because they're walking in someone else's calling, or they're not walking in their own calling and their vision. So ultimately, many people are not in their purpose. They're just doing a podcast. I'm going to do a podcast. Why you do that? I don't know why I'm doing a podcast. I want to do a podcast and I'll figure out what the topic is going to be. That's madness.
Yeah, no, pretty deep, man. There's a couple of things I did want to ask you. A comment that stuck out to me is you said you swore on this album, and you're not used to swearing on albums.
Yeah.
What did it take for you to kind of get to that point where you felt, I'm just going to express myself in this raw way, what no one's used to hearing, and I just don't give a F? Like, what made you get to that point?
I went through a hard time. I've been through hard times, and when you go through certain things, the only way I could express it where I'm being real to myself was just to say, fuck it! That was real. And I had to do that, or it won't have felt right. It won't have had that feeling. Because when I listen to it 5 years, 10 years from now, I know the emotion. It reminds me of everything that I've been through, all the people that left me, all the people that passed away, everything. That's where that came from. It's coming from deep emotions that if people put themselves in my shoes, they might not be able to survive, But my shoes required me to release stuff in that manner.
You came from a gospel background.
Came from a gospel background.
So what would the church say about this album?
The church never accepted me from the very beginning because I was doing gospel hip hop. There wasn't such thing as gospel hip hop. It didn't exist. So they were already upset with me when I was doing gospel hip hop. So now, years later, it's a common thing now. Gospel hip hop is in, it's everywhere. But they'll never credit me for being the first person to do it, So they'll always find something negative. I've always been an outsider. The church have never really accepted me. It's always been an issue with me. Always been an issue. Gospel rapping, then performing in the club. You're not allowed to perform in the club. If you're going to do gospel rap, you can only stay in the church. So it's always been one thing or another. So they've always kicked me to the curb. So it makes no difference.
Okay, well, we've been here for about 25 minutes, so I do want to kind of wrap this up, but I just got a couple more quick questions.
Yeah.
One message to the haters.
I love you. The message to the haters is I love you. I can't hate you. The reason I'm not going to hate you because you hate me, because that's a reflection of you. That's what's in your heart. I love you because that's a reflection of what is in my heart. So I got nothing to say to people that hate because I show them love because my life is good. So, because my life is good, it's so good. I'm so appreciative. I don't give haters. Haters are good. Haters are good.
One message to the youth coming up in this new generation where we know there's a lot of BS going on out there, a lot of young people caught up in craziness. One message to those guys.
My message to the young people is this: you need to find your own way. You're going to figure it out. Maturity has nothing to do with age. Maturity is your experiences and what you learn from it. And that's the main thing. Your maturity comes from experiences and what you learn from it. And what you're going to find is a lot of older people have had a lot of experiences, but they haven't learned from it. So when you look at someone and they're not where you want to be, how do you take advice from someone that didn't reach their goal or where you are trying to get to? You're trying to be a millionaire and you're talking to someone who didn't make it, who wrote a book about being a millionaire, who is not a millionaire. So use wisdom. And I'll say wisdom is knowing and choosing the best means to the best end. You don't only know wisdom, you have to choose wisdom. You don't know wisdom, you don't only know wisdom, you have to choose it. And wisdom is always the best decision for the long term, not the short term, but the best decision for the long term. Blah.
Well said,
Blah.
man. All right, so just finally, it's been a pleasure interviewing you, my bro. I just wanted to say the most important question: where can people find this album?
Revolutionary Suicide is on all platforms. It's on YouTube and all the platforms out there. Revolutionary Suicide, and my name is Smooflow, spelled SMOOFLOW.
All right, my guy, look, it's been a pleasure.
Come on.
You know, we've had a great interview. I really hope they support this album. It deserves it. I've heard something. It's a big album,
Come
guys.
on.
You got yourself every time, bro.
Blah.